Hey students, this is your teacher, Mrs. Helcom. This is the third video on a series about finding the main idea, and it's written to help you for your assignment in English 9, Semester 1, Activity 421. But finding the main idea is extremely important in your life. You probably do it more often than you actually think. In the last video, I talked about some examples, like you tell your parents what happened at school, you sum up a chapter in a textbook, you have an aha moment reading a book, or even if you just feel inspired after listening to a motivational speech. Those are all examples of main ideas, and you probably use them more than you think. This is the graphic for finding a main idea. We talked about how commentary and concrete details, terms that we use at Graduation Alliance when you're outlining a paragraph. Commentary is the opinion, concrete details are the facts. These are also often called supporting details, and they all support that main idea. So when you're trying to find the main idea, these all give you clues as to what it is. So by the end of this lesson, you should know why you need to find the main idea and how to find the main idea. All examples are taken from e-reading worksheets, and this is a great free resource if you need any extra practice. Check it out. When will you use finding the main idea? Anytime you synthesize information. Talked about in the last video that synthesizing information is anytime you're looking at multiple sources and trying to figure out where they fit in your research. Say you're researching a topic, you'll be looking at multiple sources and figuring out what does this source support while you're finding the main idea by doing that. And you also find the main idea anytime you summarize a text. In all of your English classes at Graduation Alliance, the topic sentence includes the main idea. So you'll have to find the main idea anytime you summarize. These are the 4 steps for finding the main idea. 1, read the article. 2, answer the question, what is this article about? 3, pay attention to the topic and concluding sentences. And 4, write the main idea statement in a complete sentence. Let's get to our example. All right, so like we did last time in the second video and the first video, I will read this aloud to you, and then we will go through the steps of finding the main idea. We'll also identify any challenging vocabulary words. Sometime in December of 1891, Dr. James Naismith was teaching gym at the YMCA College in Springfield, Massachusetts. It was raining and Dr. Naismith was trying to keep his students active. He wanted them playing a vigorous game that would keep them moving. He rejected a few ideas that were too rough. Then Naismith had his breakthrough. He wrote about the rules for a game with peach baskets fixed to 10-foot elevated tracks. Naismith's students played against one another, passing the ball around and shooting it into peach baskets. Dribbling wasn't a part of the original game. Also, it took a while to realize that the game would run more smoothly if the bottoms of baskets were removed. But this game grew to be one of the most popular sports in America today. Can you guess which one? Ooh, this kind of asks us to guess at the main idea because it's actually never stated what the topic is. So step 1, read the whole text. We did that. Step 2, what is the article about? This actually is tricky because you have to actually use another reading strategy, which is called inferencing, which means you kind of have to guess. So I'm going to look at some clues, but I'm also going to go back and read and see if there's any challenging vocabulary that I should address. So I'm just going to kind of skim here, see if I can get my drawing tool here. Let's see here. Okay. Rejected means didn't like or took out. So rejected a few ideas about the game. I think that's pretty good. Dribbling can mean a lot of different things. Dribbling can mean something in soccer, but you also dribble a basketball. So that's kind of a clue as to what sport they're talking about. Yeah, those are the only challenging words I see. Okay, so we read the whole text. Pay attention to the topic and concluding sentences. So sometime in December of 1891, Dr. James Naismith was teaching gym at the YMCA College in Springfield, Massachusetts. All right, teaching gym, so he's a PE teacher. That gives us a clue, but this doesn't really tell us the main idea. It gives us kind of an idea, and it's about this guy. but I wouldn't say the main idea is stated in that one. And the last one is, can you guess which one? That's kind of, it's a clue, but that's not the main idea, right? So then write the main idea statement and complete sentence. So now we kind of have to go backtrack and figure out what is this article about. Oh, sorry, we start at step 2. What is the article about? Because we didn't quite answer that. Can you guess which sport it is? Peach baskets, dribbling. Yeah, it's basketball. So we know that it's about basketball. And now we have to write that main idea statement. So what is it about basketball? What is it talking about specifically about basketball? We know this guy was teaching PE. So let's go and kind of underline a few of these key details here. Passing the ball around, shooting in peach baskets. Let me get my drawing tool here. And then this gives us a date. This says original game. So maybe it's hinting that this game has changed. And then he cut out the bottoms of it. The game grew to be one of the most popular sports in America today. Okay, these are all kind of giving me some clues. It's about basketball and specifically about how it started, right? So in a complete sentence, read on the bottom there, it's about a made-up game by a PE teacher the main idea statement is, a made-up game by a PE teacher quickly became one of America's well-known sports, which is now called basketball. Okay, and notice too that we used our own words in this main idea. We didn't say popular sports in America. We said well-known. And actually, basketball isn't mentioned in this paragraph, but we're left to infer that it's written about basketball. So kind of a challenging example. Hope that you could keep up with that and hope that it helped you in future tasks of finding the main idea. The next lesson will be all about your English 9 activity. So check that one out for extra help. Hope you enjoyed it.